What happens when a Nigerian bodybuilder moves to Romania for a security job and ends up as a dance instructor, a HR recruiter, and the man behind Cebu's own Mahana Spa? Today's guest worked 5 months without real pay, crashed his scooter doing deliveries, but still wakes up every day saying happiness is free. This is Two Continents, One Mic, and today the mic is in Romania. Noel, welcome to Two Continents, One Mic.
Hey
Buna,
guys, hey
Piwa.
guys, greetings. Salutare, Dragilo. It's so good to be here, guys. So good to be here, guys. Bună ziua. You're welcome to the podcast today. I'm happy I'll be sharing a bit of my story and my journey so far here in Eastern Europe, Romania.
I'm definitely excited because I mean, on your TikTok, there's so many gems that you've been dropping, so many advice, and I feel like you definitely are the one for anyone that is trying to relocate to Romania. Um, this is one that you should watch before you make that decision to buy that ticket or to contact. In fact, don't contact any agent. That's one of the biggest things. You can do everything yourself. But so let's break the ice a little bit before we get into something serious. So Noah, what's the funniest thing you've had to explain to any Romanian about Nigeria?
So when they talk about Africa generally, it's not
Yeah.
even only about Nigeria. When they say Africa, they don't even believe I'm from Africa just because of the way I am, my kind of English, my educational standards, my
Wow.
composure, my appearance. They don't actually believe I'm African. They think I'm from the US at first sight, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
I get to explain myself and be like, I'm Nigerian, you know? I got to tell you I'm Nigerian because the concept of Africa in their head is some people in the bush living in huts. So the biggest shocker for them is that we have big streets, that we have real civilization. Even sometimes
Wow.
our cities are more exposed. Apart
Hmm.
from the corrupt Africa, most part of Africa have very terrible leaders. But generally, I feel like we are more exposed than most countries in Europe. Believe me,
In Europe.
in terms of
Yeah,
exposure and education.
I agree with that.
Believe me.
So in your TikTok, you had this food. I think it was your birthday last year or this year, where they had this chef come and roll up this thing. What was that? Like, what food was that? I was gonna ask you that.
We were, I was supposed to sit out with friends for a get together on my birthday, and I got a suggestion from a friend. Let's go to it's a Turkish restaurant
Oh,
here in
okay.
Sibiu, Romania. Yeah, the Turkish restaurant. And then they have this special bread where they put nice rice and chicken inside the bread. And so they have this very funny aesthetics of cashing it, flaming it up with lots of
Yeah.
smokes for aesthetic to make it look very, yeah. And then open the bread with a knife,
Mhm.
and then you see the rice boiling out, still smoky, still very nice. And it tastes very good. I recommend them any day, anytime. The
I was
Turkish
definitely
restaurant here in Sibiu,
salivating.
Romania.
No, okay. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
So
Okay.
that was it.
Definitely. When I come to CBA, you gotta take me there at some one day.
So Romania has lots of wonderful restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah, they cook very good in Romania, especially in Sibiu. There are lots of very,
CBA.
very nice, very amazing global restaurants, very nice restaurant. You wouldn't regret spending your money. You'll be very happy you stepped out.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. I'll have to look into it when when I come over there. So take us back, Noel, to before you left Nigeria for Romania. Who was Noel the Lion?
Okay, so I always tell people this thing is very important. Never underestimate your beginning.
Yeah.
Every step is a lesson. Every step teaches you. It points you to destiny. There's nothing like a mistake. Everything you've been through, everybody you've been with, everybody you've worked with, it's all planned for a greater future for you.
Yeah.
So I worked with some companies in Nigeria back then, I worked with a travel agency. I think that was my first official job. I worked with a travel agency. They taught foreign languages, German, Spanish, Italian, French.
Okay.
Then they help people study abroad. It's called Schneider Institute. It's very trusted. It's a very strong company in Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria. I was specifically in the marketing department. My job was basically taking our packages to big schools, helping them partner with us to teach foreign languages. They are transiting students that are just finished university and want to do masters in any part of the world. We help them, give them the packages we had and all of that. My energy, I've never really been an office person. My problem is lateness to work every day. I mean, I always had passion for fitness training, motivating people to work out, taking people through classes, fitness classes. I love to take dance aerobic classes. I have been dancing from childhood, and then
Mm.
it also joined my fitness life because I started doing Zumba dances, but I made it very nice, very African. I was doing Zumba dance with every kind of flow. We were doing Makuta days, we were doing
Mm.
hip hop days, we were doing street ninja, normal street dance days, you know. It was very, very nice. So that was where I had the flair and had energy. Then I met this man, a promoter. It's a somebody I really respect. I'll just call his name. I believe God used to shape my life in the direction that I was supposed to go. His name is Mr. Chuka Chidoloy,
Okay.
the CEO Transglobal Environmental Engineering Services, River State, Port Harcourt, and the CEO Neighborhood Gym, Port
Mm.
Harcourt. Yes, this man, God used him, God used him to help me direct my path in life because many things I learned over time. I learned working with him and for him.
Okay.
First, I worked with Chuka as his personal assistant and I had marketing strength. So he saw this and he knows this. So he also made sure that I was part of the marketing department of the company.
Yeah.
So we still bid for contracts, we still profile the company and got jobs, followed up payments and all of that. This continued while we grew a vision. Then we didn't have the neighborhood gym brand. We
Yeah.
had we had the vision of helping bodybuilders stop steroids, helping them work out the right way in reversing Port Harcourt because then people were dying because of lack of good supplement, access to good supplement, and abuse to drugs and steroids. Many people were losing their lives, killing themselves by
This
themselves.
is in Port
So we
Harcourt,
had
right?
to, in Port Harcourt, yeah, we
Wow.
had to personally, without an NGO sponsorship, Mr. Chuka just with his initiative and his good heart, he just started getting real supplements from foreign companies and bringing it in, giving to these bodybuilders for free. Now it was my job to reach out to slums, to every gym in Port Harcourt, every local gym, even the local gyms, not just the standard gyms, even the local gyms where these local bouncers work out. We
Yeah.
give them supplements for free. We also give them good gym equipment. Let's say I walk into your gym, for example, you don't have a squatting rack, which was very absent in most local gyms at the time because everybody was just coiling and pushing weight, doing chest and
Yeah.
coil. They were ignoring their legs and their tiny legs and bigger like Johnny Bravo. So we're trying to solve this problem, saving their lives, helping them look real, fit and healthy. And all of this was for free. We organized zonal competitions. Then I was the street credible man from the company that went into all this everywhere around Port Harcourt because in Port Harcourt I'm very known, I'm very popular, and the street loves me. So it was easy to actually get them to join in our movement until it became a gym. We decided to open a gym, and
June.
that's the price, make it okay for these guys to actually come and experience a proper gym. It was like an NGO, but it was free of charge. It was that sponsorship solely sponsored by Transglobal Environmental Engineering Services, solely,
Yeah.
or just Mr. Chuka. And
That's
I became the manager of the gym at some point. And in this gym, I opened my first massage salon. My massage story started in neighborhood gym.
in
While I
Nigeria.
was while in Nigeria, while I was a dancer, I was taking classes in the gym. I was helping out with training some clients that wanted private tutorship.
Yeah.
I was also doing massage. to add, I saw the need for a spa in the gym. So I started pushing to take a room. It got renovated by the company, and then we had a special room for massage. That's how I started. So honestly speaking, to be honest, my first official massage was with Mr. Chukachidole. And then he also helped me grow in the field. I got certified as a therapist because he saw that
Wow.
I was good without any learning, without any classes. He recommended me to his friends, and then he encouraged clients to use the spa until I got certified, went to a training, got a diploma in massage therapy, and that's how I added the massage to what I was doing and continued working as a manager in the gym. And that was it.
That's good. So, like, so out of all these European countries, why Romania?
And so this was a story. Like a
Why did you
business
choose?
open-minded,
Yeah.
as an open-minded guy that I am. Now the gym energy started growing. I
Yes.
noticed that I was stronger. People respected me. People listened to me. People liked me. It wasn't respect. I wouldn't say they respected me. I would say they liked me. You know, people liked me. People trusted me. You understand? So I had influence with a lot of bodybuilders. Done some favors. Remember, I was the one taking out the supplement, giving them for free. I was the
Yes.
one they were talking to directly, even though it wasn't my money, but I was the one reaching out to them directly. And so they trusted me and they loved me. And then I saw that I could make money from this opportunity. So I opened a security company, Lion Guard Protocol. They were
Okay.
calling me Lion already from the gym based on energy
Lion
and
Guard.
strong. And so I decided to open a company then in Port Harcourt. Still open till now. Lion Guard Protocol was a special security company covering every kind of event, ranging from election, high-end performances, bodyguard, crowd control, for any kind of event, for
That's
celebrities, for high-end events like dedication to wedding ceremonies, stuff like that. And that was how I started security. And after some years, I didn't know any country existed with the name Romania. I didn't know. I didn't know about Romania. In Nigeria, the basic countries everybody's looking at is Canada, UK, US.
mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
you're looking at Europe, you'll be hearing Spain and Germany.
Like,
Yeah, Italy, very, 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 very popular. So Italy, because that was the shortest route, people that are running from the desert. So Italy, Spain, but nobody knew Romania. I didn't know Romania existed
Mhm.
until I got a call from a friend in Dubai, and he reached out to me. Okay, in this my life, I had visited Dubai once or twice. I've worked in Dubai before I came back in Nigeria. So I got a friend from somebody that was still in Dubai, and he says, "This is about client. This guy, one Mr. Marius. He says he wants you in Romania, you and your guy. Would you want to work? It's a European country. Then they've not shown Schengen, you know. Then I asked him what the pay like. He told me they'll start with us with. I will be honest on this podcast. They'll start with us with 1,000 euros. That was the offer, plus accommodation free
A
and a
month?
free gym. Per month, 1,000 euros,
Okay.
plus accommodation free and the gym free.
Gym.
I was happy with the offer. I liked the offer. So it was okay then because it was better than what I was earning in Nigeria, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was like 4 years ago or 5 years ago. So better
Mm.
than what I was earning in Nigeria. I decided to jump on it. I said, okay, okay, I'll go. I'll go. That was when we started doing the work permit. I didn't care. I didn't care about the fact that they not showing Chenge. I just researched to see how safe the country was. I said it was
Mhm.
a Christian country, and then it's a very quiet, nice country, and it looked very, very beautiful country. I was like, wow, oh, nice, I'll go. Then I got a visa. I came in as a security guard in
Mm.
Constanta, Romania. Then what the company was, One Star Security Company, OSS.
From
So I
Lion
was
Guard
employed
to one
from
star.
Lion Guard to One Star. Okay, yeah. That's how I came into Romania and in One Star Security. The government, when I came into the country, I realized that we cannot actually be legal security guard because number one, we don't understand the language, and Romania has strict rules. with foreigners joining any security agencies. As from normal security guards to being a police or being in the military, you need to basically understand the language. And I think it makes sense because if you're going to stop, you're going to arrest a situation, maybe there's violence, so you need to know who is right and who is wrong. And then the locals are speaking in their language, and you're a stranger, you don't understand anything.
And
How would
that
you
makes
know what to do? It makes sense. I think it makes sense. There are some documents you need to get. There are some rules attached to being a professional security guard, and we're new. We're just coming for the job. It was not like Dubai that you can just come in and do it. So they didn't let us become security guard in Romania. And
but
we could even be private security like bodyguards for celebrities. Even though then we had some high end, some big celebrities in Romania, some musicians that wanted to hire us because of our size and our packaging for their personal bodyguard. The company was willing, but legally we couldn't get the license to do it. Even no
but how
matter how much
come
we tried.
they didn't know that before asking you to come over?
I don't know. Maybe he had hopes because
Oops.
he had the same company in Dubai. So
Okay.
I don't know, maybe they assured him or something because till we left the company, he was still trying to make us professional security guards. It was his dream because we had size. It was different. It was different because none of us were just slim martial artists. We're
Yeah.
looking big and strong and fit. And when we're fully kitted with the uniforms, it will be looking very elite. So he
Yeah.
wanted that kind of strong force as a security brand in Romania with black men. It's something different, something special. He would have made a lot of money. The government allowed him, but it didn't work. It didn't work at all. They didn't let him.
Mm.
Then he had already brought us. He had to use us for something. Then
Yeah.
he had to convert every one of us to be drivers. Instead of being it's the same security company, instead of being the professional security guard personnel, we became drivers to take the Romanian security guys from one post to the other, or
Yeah. Okay.
to take some officials from the office for some out of town journeys and everything. That's how we were converted into drivers for the company. But sadly, from the first day I stepped into the company till 5 months, I left the company after 5 months. I didn't receive 1 month salary. So imagine you
Not
quit your job
one.
from
None of those
not
like the
one salary,
€1,000. He never paid
not
that.
one salary. I heard some people say, how can you stay in a job? Did not pay you 1 month, you stay 2 months, you stay. Bro, I knew what I wanted, yeah? And this guy didn't give, didn't care. I didn't want to use the word, I didn't want to use the F word, but he didn't give any F's about us, you know?
Wow.
The
So
guys
at
that okay,
any
okay, so we came in badges. We came in badges. Two guys came first and had worked 1 year before we arrived. The guy that came before us, he was paying them till we arrived. When we arrived, he stopped paying them. I think he used them to lure us to still come.
oh, oh
So it was two guys first, and then an extra six of us. Yes, an extra six of us after the two guys. So we're eight of us Nigerian. Four of us massive men.
do
Half of
you
us from Dubai.
at any point in those few months did you think you made a mistake moving to Romania? Like at any
No,
time
but
when you
I saw
sat down.
potential. I saw
Okay.
potential. I didn't think it was a mistake. You know, like from the beginning of my decision, I prayed about it. I believe in God so much. I prayed
Okay.
about it and I was convinced that it was the place for me before I came, you know. So when I came in, I was like, this doesn't look like what I expected. Truth to it, they gave us the accommodation. No, the accommodation was terrible. People complain today about how they started in different countries, and I laugh because they don't know how I started, how we started. They feel like because everything is okay now, it has been okay from the beginning. The
No.
accommodation was terrible. Let me be honest in this podcast. I lived in a hall, not a room. This place was an open space that we call our colleagues agents because they are agents. It's a security company. They come in from different cities. Maybe your posting is in a village, or you're with a train because sometimes some train carrying some cargo. They escort the train for security, and you
Yeah.
might be on duty 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you need to come home. You need to come back to report to the office before you go back to your family because we have breaks. And then
Yeah.
the accommodation they put to us was the temporary office accommodation where those agents are supposed to come in to sleep for
And
like
report.
1 day, 2 day,
Oh,
freshen up, get their pay, and return to their villages to see their families, and then come back to work. It was not in the city, it was in the port. It was in the port, and it was a hall with 10 beds. We had five this way, and we had five this way, facing each other. Small, small beds for one person, one
without
person. And this agent, believe me, it was hell because they were very dirty. They were very dirty. They would imagine wearing a boot for 2 weeks, and you don't take
yeah.
shower because most of these people didn't take shower. They don't like taking showers. Then they walk into the room and they take off the boot. The entire room is smelling like you cannot breathe. Many times I will shout, I will open the windows, and it's very cold. I'll open the windows, I'll walk them out, let them go and wash up. What's wrong with you? Go and wash up. And not normally because of our own size and our own energy, they're scared of us. So they say, listen, not because they respect us, but because they
The
fear us, you know.
respect.
I say I walk them out to the bathroom to shower and all of that. Even at the bathroom, they don't take care, they mess it up. I still have a video. I still have a video of that experience. Like I still have a video of the place I stayed then. Everywhere was what
Wow.
it was terrible. The bathroom was terrible. The toilet was terrible. It was brownish. I had to we had to buy chemicals and wash because I like cleanliness. I'm sensitive. I had to buy chemicals and wash
Bleach
everything.
the whole
Wash,
place.
bleach the whole place, wash everything, scrubbed everything with my hand with brushes and everything. And I would still watch these guys come in and mess it up. It was a fight. I always reported to the company. The company said it was a temporary accommodation. Okay, get us out of here. It's the normal accommodation they were playing with it for
I
five
promise.
months. 5 months.
5.
Even the gym we were working at was a it was an old gym. It wasn't it wasn't really a very good gym. So basically, their promises they didn't keep anyone. If you ask me, they didn't keep nothing.
Wow.
I survived on 250 lei weekly. 250 lei
250
should be
lei.
around
How much is that?
50 euros.
Let me see. About 50 euros. Wow.
Around 50 euros, if I'm not mistaken. I survived on
250.
that money for 5 months. Every week, when I could, well, why I went to the office to sign. If you don't come, they wouldn't give. Let's say you're sick and you stayed back at home, they wouldn't give you. I'm sharing this story to let people know that it wasn't easy, but I kept smiling from the beginning. He wouldn't
Yeah.
tell, he wouldn't tell I was going through that kind of situation. And back home, people didn't care whether you have heaven and earth. As long as you were abroad, you had so much money. So you
Yep.
know that your DMs will be full with, I don't can't pay my rent, I can do this, I can do
Yeah.
that. And
That's a
you'll be,
constant.
I was eating from w- between 50 lei, 50 lei to maximum 90 or 100 lei weekly because I wanted to save 150 lei to send home. Not even for myself, not to buy clothes, not to hang out, but to send home. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't going
Wow.
anywhere. We worked 24 hours on duty, 48 hours off duty. My off duty date, I stayed at home till I'm supposed to go back to work, and that was
Yeah,
it.
you didn't want to burn the little money that you were making going
I
out at
didn't
that
have any
time.
interest going on. I didn't know nobody. I didn't know no girl. I wasn't friends with any woman.
No.
I didn't know nobody. Only my colleagues and I. Remember, I didn't live in the city where I could even see a lot of people. If
Yeah.
I'm seeing people, maybe I went to the gym. But back from the gym, straight back home, because I was with my guys. I was not alone. I was with my guys. And from the gym, we walked together back home. And being a black person in Constanta, then we got a lot of stairs. Remember, we're not just black, normal people. We're black, very big. So they see the hand, they see the size when you stand up, and they are curious. They stare at you with fear, with surprise. Once the black person, Romania just left. It's an opening country. It's
Yeah.
recently becoming a global city, a global country, recently. So they are not used to foreigners so much, especially black foreigners, you know. So when they see
And
you, they're already curious. They're staring at you. They're already staring at you. They're already not like they hate you. Now people misunderstand it most of the
yeah.
time and feel like okay they are racist. I know that they are bad people. Like from this my story, you should say oh they are very bad employees. They are very no, not everybody was like that. The
Yeah.
guy was a bad person, but I met very very good people. You understand? And the fact they were staring at you or looking at you like that was it's out of curiosity, not because they don't or they don't like you. They don't seen somebody like you before. You're too big.
I saw I saw you talk
You're
about
black.
that on TikTok, and I was like, that was one of the things I was gonna ask you, like you to
Mm.
express, because I feel like a lot of people, when I looked at the comments too, people were like, "Oh no," but I see what you're saying. It's like you are right. Sometimes it's like I've had guests in China, and they will tell me people come and touch their hair, and
Yeah,
and like
Joshua.
fascinated.
I decided to keep it dressed because they liked the app. They were always touching the hair. They're always touching the hair. They're always checking the skin out. They always say, take off your shirt. Let me see your muscles. Pump. How do you do this? How do you do this? How do you do this? They are curious. They want to see, you
Yeah, it's
know?
not something that they see every day. But so you always talk about how safe Romania is and how it's a good religious country to raise children. Describe that safety. Is it like walking at night or kids playing outside or just general peace? What's it like?
So everybody listening to me, Romania is one of the safest countries in the world, not just in Europe, but in the world. There is, compared to other parts of the world, for me, I mean, it's the safest country in the world. I've not been to anywhere this safe. I can literally walk out of my house, go to work with my door open without locking it. And I'll come back from work. It's still the same. No pin, you can lose nothing. In all my stay here and all my hangouts, nightlife, clubbing, party, no violence, no real violence. I've not seen where they fight and there was blood. I'm not saying it
Mm.
doesn't happen, maybe one in 1,000 cases, but it's rare. You cannot see it. Little cases, the police arrest it very quickly. From a
Oh.
small argument that got heated up and you guys just shout, the police will take care of it, you know?
Hmm.
So there is hardly, and the people are not very wild.
Yeah.
You will not see guns out in Romania. It's not that kind of a place. You will not see where they break bottles and they wound people in Romania. Maybe you have a fight, somebody's taking weapons. It's hard to see. Not like it doesn't happen, but it's not common.
Hmm.
And all these things with some countries, gangs and groups, it's not a Romania thing. So generally, if you want somewhere that is sane, somewhere that is safe, somewhere that's even from the blowing a horn behind me when I drive is regarded as an assault. Why is she horning for me? You know?
Wow.
Because it's a quiet, it's a peaceful place, you know?
So
There are some
is
crazy
this
people, obviously, especially when they drink, that could be loud, but that's the height of it. They could be loud and they could
obnoxious?
say
Yeah.
shit to your face and say blah, 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 out of anger or alcohol or just stupidity. But then doesn't result to taking up guns or weapons to be really dangerous. No. It
Yeah.
ends with that argument, you know. So Romania generally is a very safe country. Very, very safe.
Okay.
Very, very religious country.
Yeah,
100%
I've
Christian
heard.
country. 100%.
Is it like what's the primary religion? Is it Catholic or
Is
Anglican or
they are
just
Orthodox.
okay?
They are mostly Orthodox churches. It's not really Catholic dominated. It's their Orthodox. It's not really Pentecostally dominated too. Not like they're not Catholic churches. But generally, it's a Christian country. Everybody is a Christian. Anybody misbehaves, you call the police. Even as a foreigner, you have your rights. And Romania is not a country where you'll be walking on the street, the police will come and assault you. But some
Hmm.
countries in Germany, they'll come, they'll stop it. Even in Italy, if you're walking on the street with my dress and everything, they'll park and they'll search you. Maybe you won't see your ID card. In Romania, as long as you're lawful, you're not violent or you don't look for trouble, you're not causing stuff, nobody has your time. You can live 10 years and the police are not spoken with you, police are not said hi. In fact, you want to cross the road and the police is coming. In other countries, you want to excuse yourself because you don't want embarrassment or waste of your time. But in
Hmm.
Romania, cross the road with confidence, police will park and wait for you to cross. You pass. Is that comfortable?
So, uh, your first TikTok was in July 2023. You were flexing at the gym. When you posted that, you always say happiness is free. Where did that philosophy of happiness is free come from? Was it in Nigeria or
Life
Romania
close
that?
to you. Generally,
Huh?
it has been my culture. Anybody that knows where the lion knows that I'm a vibe. I'm a vibe. I'm always happy. In fact, it's very contagious because if you're around me, you'll be smiling. Even when things are very bad, I'm smiling. I'm always optimistic. I'm seeing the better side of everything. I'm seeing the possibility in everything.
That's
where you
good.
could say this is going very bad. I am seeing something else. I'm seeing something very juicy or something very beautiful. So it's a choice. When some when life throws to you some difficulties or some challenges, which are very normal, it happens in life that you must face challenges living in this life. Some people just feel
Yeah.
very downcasted, feel like the world is crushing down on them, and feel left out, feel isolated, feel depressed. Me, I don't feel like I don't feel that way. I pick myself up and I raise my shoulder high and
Mm-hmm.
look out for the next step. So whatever
That's
happens, I
good.
see that I think it's supposed to happen to teach me a lesson or to guide me to a new path. This is how my
Yeah.
life generally has been. So how can I then be depressed or be when I'm always optimistic, I'm always looking out for the best in every situation.
That's true. That's a good
Life is
way to look at life. That's a good outlook to look at life. Be
it's a choice
optimistic.
basically to be sad
Don't
or to be
cry
happy. It's a choice.
over spilled milk. Yeah,
It's
I,
a
I
choice.
totally agree with that.
And then there are some things about sorry for cutting you, but there's something about energy. The universe listens to what you radiate, what you give out.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you want to experience a blissful life, if you give out a positive energy, it comes back to you. The world reflects. It's like a mirror. How you look at it is how it looks at you. It's how it bets or starts manifesting your future based on how you see it. If you want to walk around like a loser, if you want to walk around like you're a winner, nothing can fail in your hands and you must win. If you feel like you're a king, the world will see you like a king. You will see like you're trash. They'll look at you like trash. It's all your choice to make. These are choices that you should consciously make for everyone
It's
in life
like
generally. That is why I like Nigerians generally. We're always happy. In the midst of every single problem with the economy, with the government, with the security, we are always making out jokes out of everything. We're finding reasons to smile, finding reasons to be happy.
no, don't you think that's what's setting us back in Nigeria too? Because
No,
we're
that's what's keeping
always
us
like
going.
making a fun of
Do you know
everything.
the do you know the do you know the suicide rate in other parts of the world? For a
Yeah.
country that is not working like Nigeria, if we were dwelling on our losses and our situations, do you know how much depression will be in every family? Do you know how much suicidal? Do you know how many people would be drug abusers because of depression? I'm not saying we
Yeah,
don't have
man.
drug abusers now, but then
Yes.
the rate will be very, very,
We're
very
higher.
higher. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I think it's climbing though. I think it's climbing.
But
I
the
think it's
suicide,
climbing.
it's not so much in Nigeria. Suicide, no. We are always
Yeah,
happy
that
people.
yeah. So uh tell me about Mahana. Why that name? Why not Noel or Lion Guard massage? Why Mahana?
Oh, I've tried many businesses in Romania. I don't know if I should take you from the beginning after I left the Constanta. But then I chose Mahana as a brand, the
Yeah,
name Mahana, because it's an African name. I represent Africa generally, no matter where I
yeah,
find myself, and I'm proud. I'm a proud Nigerian and African man. And Mahana it's a deep African name that signifies peace, relaxation, healing. And Mahana, when you hear it now, you can it's an African name. Only the sound, it's an African brand. So I wanted a brand that will represent itself, represent Africa, and that can survive without me. I have other plans for the future. So I can
yeah,
get this working. Let's say you don't like Noel, but you still want to be associated with Mahana Spa, even
yeah,
if Noel is not your friend. So if I called it Noel Spa, the mere remembrance of the fact that, oh, I don't like that guy, it's like this, it's like that. It
yeah,
might make you feel, oh, I don't want to be there. But then Mahana is not Noel's thing. I might not even be in the salon at some point. After now, I'll grow to the extent that I'll leave branches and put in stuff
yeah,
and move to other places to do other things. I like to do business. So Mahana Spa is 100% African. It depicts deep healing and relaxation. And that's what it's all about. It's different from whatever you've been whatever guys people are used to. Because it's not just a relaxing environment, but a deep relaxing and healing environment. Healing from the mind, then the body and the soul. Not just the body relaxation. Even the body relaxation, some people don't really know how to. help the body relax or to help the body recover from pain, anxiety, stress, or joint pain, back pain, you know. Yes, and this is why what Mahana stands for. Whatever thing you want for your life, you want to get in shape, you want to look better, you want to lose cellulite, you want to adjust the back spinal problem, you want to fix the hernia disc, you don't have sharp pains, you don't sleep well at night, you're stressed during the day, you're depressed, you have anxiety, you're very sad. We heal the mind, body, and soul using ancient technique infused with recent and luxurious style, helping you relax with our deep African culture and our deep African traditional style. So my approach to massage is different, and my style is different. The style is 100% different. Even if you don't like me, you cannot deny the fact that the healing it can cause or you got when you visited my salon is different from whatever you've been through all your life.
See,
Yeah, because it's like this, like
that's
this.
that's
And
that's interesting. It,
it is this brand, it's massage business that helps me become this popular in Cebu, and that has helped me make as much as I've made so far in life.
oh wow,
Massage. Yeah, it's
that's
massage.
so. I would say this because I don't want to talk about this before we start because we're going to talk a little bit about job. That's something someone is a skill you can advise people to learn because it allows you to open your own personal brand.
Yeah, there are many things that you can do. Basically, people shouldn't focus on a job based on money. Do what you like to do first, but
Yeah,
but be open enough and smart enough to also discover how to make money from that thing you love to do. Everything I do, I think what I love to do. You know, I have chances of taking a normal regular job after I left my job.
I started telling a couple of my friends this thing, and my friends that are watching, I'm sure you got this call from me. At one point, I took up my phone and I called 10 of my friends. And I called the 10 of my friends and I asked them, what is one thing that you would come to me for? Right? What's one thing you come to me for? And I figured out that one of the things is they say, oh, bro, you're very central. You know everybody in the friend group. You are everybody's friend. And what I started to think is if the people around you see that you have a skill, you can turn that skill, which means it's a natural thing for you, right, into making uh money or bringing people together. So what I did was I started a podcast because I felt like I could bring people together, and that's kind of like what birthed this. And I put that to everyone. Pick up your phone, call 10 people, 10 friends or anyone, and ask them, what is the one thing that you come to me for? And based off what they say, that's something that you can turn into a passion, something that you can grow, something that you can take your time every day after you finish working your regular job to sit down and be like, you know what, I'm going to put 1 hour, 2 hours into this and see where it goes. So I employ everybody to do that. Noel, let's talk about visas and jobs. In your own words, what are the biggest lies Nigerian agents tell people about Romania?
The author is a book. They discovered so there's a lot of misinformation about Romania because few people have they they okay being in anywhere in Europe and being in the US, you have been that you've met many Romanians in your neighborhood doing menial jobs.
Yeah.
So then they give them this impression that Romania is a dead country, which is very, very
Mm.
wrong. There are different kinds of Romanians. There's real Romanians and there are gypsy Romanians.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the same kind of people, but they are registered as Romanians. These are people that
Okay.
you can see doing very crazy, terrible job in constructions or doing crimes in countries. They're not real Romanians. Even in Romania, they are different. You can easily see the difference between normal Romania. I'm not saying there are no Romanians
Okay.
that live outside the country because I believe that in every Romanian family, there is one person in every single surname. There's one person that has lived or worked in a foreign country before. But generally, they like to travel. The economy was not good before. Before now, I
Okay.
would argue with people that it wasn't very good, but now it's a lot better. Today,
Okay.
today I got somebody a job, truck driving, and they're starting with him with 2,000 euros plus free accommodation. So imagine
Wow.
in the country I say is dead, he has free accommodation,
And money in their pocket.
food card, they credit and a card for you to shop from every single month. Then
Wow.
2,000 euro in cash. You have healthcare services for free. 2,000 euros in cash, not you're not paying for their accommodation in Romania. So you say that country is a dead country? No. Believe me. Believe me. There are lots of people I know that are unskilled, working and earning 1,500 euros. Those who I know that are unskilled, working and earning 1,000 euros. And Romania is a
Mm,
bed of roses for innovation. If you have business minds, if you are smart to create opportunities, if you have dreams and businesses, it's still a fertile virgin land to harness all those your ideas and your dreams. You
that's good
understand?
to know.
But many people have been interpreting Romania to interested travelers. Don't come to Romania. Number one, even to tourism is one of the most beautiful countries. Lots of natural, world class, legendary sites that you want to see. We have castle dating years, 1,000 years BC. We have the salt mine, very beautiful, lot of nice places the world will want to see. And the lifestyle is good. So if you safe, you can get a good job. The
Yeah.
people are very nice and warm. You wouldn't see racism in Romania. I wouldn't say, generally, there is racism everywhere. But it's not a racist country. Romania, I wouldn't say it's a racist country because I have not witnessed racism personally. Do
Yeah.
you understand? And I've stayed there for many, 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 many years now. And I've been to not so many years, but I've stayed long enough to experience the lifestyle. And
Yeah.
I've been through different parts of Romania, different cities. They are not racist, it's not a racist country, believe me.
Well, you made a video about how sensitive Romanians are and how culturally, like you being Nigerian, how we play and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
in Nigeria we say we wash the person, you know.
mm-hmm,
But there
mm-hmm,
in Romania they take it literally.
Yeah. So I made a video recently talking about
Mm-hmm.
love that relates with
Mm-hmm.
our culture and their culture. A Nigerian guy can pass on the street and see a girl and say, babe, I love you, die. Damn, you're so beautiful. This kind of girl with this. She's so hot, head to toe, blah, blah, blah. This is how we appreciate people we like.
Yeah.
Now, the girl understands that the guy likes her. You understand what I'm saying? But for a Romanian person, if you just, I had a friend, her name is Annabelle, for example. I wouldn't call her real name on this podcast.
Yeah.
She's my friend's friend. You understand? But she comes
Okay.
around and we all hang out together, go to the gym together and all of that. And one time she said happy birthday to me and I said, thanks, Annie. Imagine Annabelle. So an abbreviation, Annie. And she was like, wow. I think she wrote her friend and said, I think Noel likes me. He called me Annie. That is only that one. They are very, very, very like this. They think they take in details every act of kindness. They feel like you are
Yeah.
interested in them. If you go and tell a Romanian girl you're beautiful, they feel like, oh, he wants to date me, or to with me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you mention love, it's outright 100% love. It's not like in Nigeria. I'm not even
Mm-hmm.
saying, before you go into the love, I'm saying somebody that you call Annie. You just abbreviated the name. You didn't put Annie there. You didn't put Annie baby. You know what African says.
Just abbreviating the name.
Abbreviate the
Yes.
name is a lot of green flags for the girl. He likes me.
Wow.
You understand?
That's
So this is how the culture is over here in Europe. In Romania,
totally different from Nigeria. Like
they
for
different.
us,
So if you don't want
yeah,
to be labeled a flesh, you should mind how
be
you
careful.
communicate and how you behave. Because generally, I was actually, looking like this and being all jovial and yopy and open-minded. Everybody feels like, this guy, the Casanova, is a flesh. He's not gonna be serious with me, you know.
Yeah.
And then with my natural culture, I'm always calling everybody there. Hey Jay, what's up? Hi Jay, what's up? Now it's me. It's my natural self. But them,
Hmm.
they They take it to the extreme. Maybe like he likes me. You want to say he likes me.
Literal,
You want to say he
yeah.
likes me. He's liking everybody.
No.
I don't understand.
Okay, so let me go back to the visa, right? I remember you said online, you said tourist or visiting visa does not equal work visa, but
Mm-hmm.
student visa can be converted to work visa. So
Mm-hmm.
can you
People
break
people
that
looking to
down
travel.
very in a simple way?
People looking to travel to Romania, but to stay in Romania and actually work legally
Mhm.
shouldn't be deceived with agents telling you that you can come in through visiting visa or tourist visa. You cannot come in with a conference visa, like, you know, traveling abroad or
Yeah.
JAPA topic in Africa. They use every kind of route, But
Yeah.
most countries, you can come in with visiting and find your way. You can come in with a conference and find your way. That's how they do it in most countries. But in Romania, if you want to start to get a job, the West is not one of those countries that you can use somebody's documents to work. So
It's
it's not
not?
like Germany where you can say, I use this person's paper, it's legal, so I'm using this paper to work. It's not possible.
Huh.
Their rules
Okay.
here are very, very strict. So you cannot come in with tourist visa and then think because you show yourself here, you can change it. No. They will check how you came into the country. You need to go back to your country and apply for work visa. The only
For-
way you can work legally without the work visa is if you came into Romania with a study visa. So when you finish studying and you want to go on to work, it's easy to change that from study to work visa. Even while you're studying, you can be working part time. You finish your studies and then you try to work full time after studies. It's normal. Or you come in with
Okay.
family reunion. Let's say you marry a Romanian and she brings you in. So you have residence
Yeah.
because she's your wife. You can legally get a job, and get a
Yeah. That
contract.
makes
But
sense.
or you come in through asylum, you come in strangely and seek asylum. If
Hmm.
you come in as a tourist, for example, or visiting, you can say you can seek asylum. If it works for you, they grant it for your reason. They check it and think it's worthy enough. Your reasons are worthy enough to give you the asylum in Romania. They give you asylum, you can work legally. If not, they'll kick you back
Okay.
to your country. It's not possible.
So if someone is still in Nigeria watching this episode now and they want to come to Romania, what skill would they be learning now to actually be useful when they arrive?
See, there are different, very important skills. Everything is important. As common as a welder, as a plumber, that you think is
Mm-hmm.
a hard, is a menial job. Plumber,
Mm-hmm.
welder, vulcanizer is very important. Even the lead
Okay.
driver is also very important. Generally, if you want to travel to anywhere in Europe, forget the job they are offering you because one day you might be tired of that job, or the employer will be tired of you. You need to give yourself more value so that you become an asset to
Yeah.
other companies they'll be lobbying to get you. And that value, you cannot be unskilled and think you have value. No. You need to have a skill that people want. If it's massage therapy, if it's hairstyling, if it's plumbing, driving, ordinary driving. I'm not talking about truck driving, I'm talking about normal car driving. It's very common, but it's very, very important.
You help people get jobs with your consulting firm, and you're very clear that you're not a travel agent. So, what's the correct way people can approach you if someone has come to Romania, they've already arrived in Romania because you were very clear and you want to help support them?
So basically, even if you're in any part of the world, I can actually advise you and guide you because agents are
Okay.
terrible these days. They are just
Yes.
after the money and they can say anything to get your money out of your pocket first and then they allow you. But then I can guide you and tell you this guy is coming from the beginning, tell you, okay, no, they don't need some documents. It's not important this is not important, that is important. To guide applicants know what is actually necessary to get a work visa or a study visa. But even a study visa, what is required, what is not necessary. And to actually know from the beginning that somebody is wasting your time, the kind of documents that he would need from you to start the process to tell you if he's actually knows what he's doing or not.
Mm,
Because some people would just don't they would just generally, for different countries they have their different rules, they have their different processes. And somebody that is an agent
yeah.
maybe is used to making visas for Portugal or Spain, will tell you can do for Romania too, they get you for Portugal. And then he's trying to bring it to Romania. He starts forging requirements and hyping his services. So you pay
Yeah.
him more.
4G.
So you pay him more, or he starts hyping, he starts increasing. or forging documents to send to you. I've seen many documents. Many people contact me
Yeah.
on TikTok and send me fake work permits that the agents gave to them. I tell you from the beginning, you're waiting
Wow.
for visa, right? This is already fake. So if you wait this time, you go and get visa, and they will deny you the visa. If you go for the interview, they deny the visa because this work permit is fake. It's not original. And that is when they now start checking and seeing the real work permit, what it looks like, and fighting the agents for their
It.
refund, you know? So these are things that I can help you do. And if you find your way into Romania and you don't like the job or don't like the way they treat you, I've been here long enough to have experienced a lot of things, and I've partnered with an HR company that recruits
Yeah.
unlimitedly in Romania, the entire Romania. So we can help you get a better job with better conditions. So you don't have to go through what we went through when we came. The suffering, the without salary, the survival problems we had, the integrational problems we had. We'll guide you and make it easy for you, especially if you're African.
That's good. So I know one of the things that people always say is like Europe is expensive, but you say Romania is cheap. So I mean, what can 1,000 euros a month get you?
One thousand.
Like,
So for a normal person, you 1,000 euros a month is a lot of money. If you
okay,
are okay, so for an average foreign worker, you're not paying rent, so the company takes your rent and bills. You're not paying house rent, you're not paying light, water, electricity bills. The company's handling it. You're taking care of your food and basically your logistics only.
yeah,
You know, and food is very cheap. How do I say this? You can eat very good, very healthy, very extravagantly with less than 500 euros a month.
that's impressive. Less than 500 euros.
A month, you can eat
That's
very good.
like,
That's too much money. 500 euros is too much money, but I'm just saying, it's too much money.
especially if they're paying your rent, though,
It's too much.
right?
I'm saying they are paying your rent, they're not paying your bills. You're not paying anything. So for a normal person, you won't pay more than 1,000 lei.
Hmm.
You won't pay more than 1,000 lei a month. You won't pay up to 1,000 lei a month. Personally, I eat a lot of a bodybuilder. I eat 6 meals a day or 5 meals a day, depending on how busy I am. But I spend nothing more than 250 for meals weekly. So 250 times
Wow,
4 weeks is 1,000 less, and I eat
that's
too
a
much.
thousand.
Yeah, and I eat too much.
Wow, that's
So for
interesting.
for normal
That's
people,
good.
they don't spend up to 500, 600 run. So and that is less than 1,000 euros is equals 5,000 run. So you're not
Okay.
spending up to even 1,000 run. So you have like 4,000 run. You're still saving above 1.3, 1.2 million, 1.3,
Yeah, you
1.5
don't
million.
convert onto naira. Small thing
Yeah,
now,
I'm
you don't
telling
change.
you. I'm telling you the reality now. So
That's
unlike other
good.
countries that sucks from you, in Romania, you can save more faster. You can save
Oh,
more faster. Cost of living is low. Lifestyle is low. You want to hang out to the club, it's not expensive. You want to hang out, you want to have a good life, it's not expensive. You want to even pay a house rent, maybe you want to move away from company apartment, it's not expensive. It's not too expensive.
that
The accommodation I stay in right now is around. You can get a very good accommodation of with well furnished with everything you need. A kitchen, room, toilet, parlor, well furnished for 350 euro in Romania monthly.
wow,
Yeah.
that's
Bills
nice.
will come up to bills will come up to maximum. Bills that's water if you're paying your bill yourself will come up to maximum 500 run. So let's
Hmm.
say around 400 or 450 euro for everything.
That's not bad. That's good.
That's good.
That's good. You can save. You can save, especially like for like that truck driver now that is doing like 2 grand. I mean, that's.
On
I
average,
mean, you can.
smart person can take two jobs or a job working overtime on your job. So even if you're taking not a truck, you're not a truck driver, your normal salary is around 5,000 euros. That's around 1,000 euros. And you work
Yeah.
overtime on that same company, you can be getting around 1,500 euros or 2,000 euros, you know?
No,
And
you
then
can leave off that.
and then you can leave the company apartment, your private apartment, and live a good life, save some money, build a life for yourself faster. If you think smarter, you can invest in any kind of business you want and grow it. And that's the first thing your business can survive without you getting another job. You can focus on your business and leave the job and face the business. Romania is very fertile for a lot of investment. Anything you have. Lots of companies are welcome to come to Romania. You make money. People are very to patronize new stuff. So if you come with something that is good, tested, and you're professional at it, you'll sell.
Well, one of the things that I didn't ask you about language. How does that play a role? If you're coming from like Nigeria and you speak English, is that something that you need to learn before
The
moving or
advantage, the advantage for we from Nigeria is because we speak English. Is a very good advantage we have. English is like the general language in the entire world. National language is Romanian. They don't speak English.
yeah.
Yes, but even at that, 85% speak and understand English very well.
Okay.
So you can freely, easily communicate with everybody. And it's not like some parts of Europe that even though they know English, they wouldn't speak English with you. Some parts of Europe, they understand English, but they won't speak with you just because they want
France.
to make sure you learn. They want to make sure you learn their language. But in Romania, they're happy to try. They're happy to speak English. I have Romanian friends that have told me don't speak Romanian with me, even if I'm learning to speak Romanian. They don't like to hear me speak Romanian
They
because
want
they
to
enjoy
practice.
speaking English and they want to practice their English with
Yeah.
me. So it's easy to actually integrate in Romania and get along.
Mm, okay. Oh, no, it's time for some fun. All right. One of the things that we do on this podcast is we do get to know your country quiz, right? And that's
Okay,
where I ask you a couple questions about the country that you live in
okay.
currently, all right? And it helps other people know. So, let me know when you're ready.
Shoot, I'm, I'm ready.
Yes. What's Romania's famous region? Is it Transylvania or Wallachia?
Transylvania.
But Transylvania is not the capital, right? What is the capital?
The capital is in Transylvania. What region? What region is this? I so I lost this first question because I've actually forgotten the region where the capital is. But because I stay in Transylvania and I like Transylvania, I can easily tell you everything about Transylvania region. And it's the most popular region in Romania.
Yeah,
Even
but the
from
capital is
childhood, Transylvania.
Bucharest.
Yeah, the capital is Bucharest, but the region in Bucharest is called something else. I know the capital is
Is it?
Bucharest, but the region is called something else. Just like Transylvania is not a location, not a state. Sibiu, Constanta, Deva, all these parts are Transylvania. They are different
Oh,
cities.
okay.
Just that's the
Okay.
same way Bucharest and some other cities around Bucharest. They have a zonal name. It's divided into like 3 or 4 zones.
Okay.
Romania generally. These are not cities. These are regions. So we have Transylvania region. It has different cities in Transylvania, different nice cities. But people around Transylvania are the nicest, I would say, and they are known as the nicest because they are more welcoming. They are more nice. They have influences from other parts of Europe. They are very nice. They are more open-minded. They take people nicely. It's better than the people around Bucharest region. Yeah.
So, true or false?
Mm.
Romania has one of the fastest internet speeds in Europe.
True.
Yeah, I was very surprised to find that out. Like, I was like, wow, it's like online. I was like, that's interesting. Okay. What's
Very,
the
very
Romanian
fascinating.
currency?
So Romania currency is actually lei, and you can also call it ron.
Okay.
It's actually leu. Yeah, that's the
Do you know what
official
Leo
currency in
means
Romania. Yeah,
in
so
English?
leu is derived. It's actually interpreted lion in Romania. Yeah, so
Okay.
also,
Well,
and I'm the
what is
lion, so I'll
Bucharest?
make a lot of their money.
I know. That's why I was like, Noel the lion. So, Noel, they said you're going to be passing a lot of Leo around. You're going to be spreading it now.
Yeah,
Going to
I'll
be
make a lot of
showing it.
money.
What is Bucharest also known as?
So Bucharest is known for like three. It has basically three nicknames.
Okay.
Yes. So it's historically is known as Little Paris
Yeah.
because of some ancient building, architectural design, environment, nice life, beautiful life. You know. So it has been known as Little Paris. Then culturally and symbolically, it's a city of joy. I would agree that
Yeah.
Bucharest has the most active nightlife in Romania. People there are more.
Mm.
It's the city that has influences from all over the world. There's no nation of the world that you won't find in Bucharest. So everybody's bringing their energy and their vibe. So it's a city of joy.
That's good to know.
And then the third is it is nickname. I told you it's nickname. It has three nicknames. It has Little Paris, it has City of Joy, and thirdly is the heart of Romania. People also call it the heart
Hmm.
of Romania, Bucharest, because it's the center of Romania. It's the most visited part of Romania. Many
Bucharest.
tourists don't even know other cities, but they know Bucharest. Yeah, big
So,
events, big international shows come to Bucharest. Foreign investors go to Bucharest first before they touch down any
so
other city.
hmm. Well, I guess
The
that's
heart of
why it's the
Romania.
capital. But this question, I think I told you, you already answered this question online, but you're going to tell us again on the podcast. What
Okay.
does pula mean? You had a
So,
whole
so, so,
whiteboard.
if you come to Romania, this is the first Scots word you'll be used to. Pula. Everybody saying pula mia, pula mia, pula, everything pula. You know? Samba pula, che pula mia. Everybody's saying pula. What? So, pula. Pula mia is like saying, fuck you.
Okay,
That's the real
good to
meaning
know.
of pula mia. I'll be
Because
honest on this one. You know?
I saw the
So
whole
it's a
diagram
Scots
and you were
word.
doing it. I was like, okay, I need to
It's
ask him what
dynamic. It's
this really
dynamic. It's
means.
dynamic. So I was saying everything that is doesn't make sense is pula according to my diagram. So I'm like, annoying girlfriend, the interpretation in Romania is
Pula.
pula. The boss, when you want to say your boss, the interpretation in Romania is pula. Over complaining girlfriend, the interpretation is pula. So whatever is not comfortable for you, it's pula. It's pula for everything.
That's
And an
funny.
average Romanian doesn't forget to use the word pula in everything they say. Especially pula is very, very easy to use curse word. Some well-mannered people to hardly say pula, but the young
It's
guys on the
something.
street or funny people or some people that don't really care can easily use the word pula, pula, pula. So you should know when they curse you, you should know when they're saying something bad about you. First thing to learn in Romania when you come in, the word pula.
So
Okay,
this next round is what we call rapid fire,
okay.
right? And life lessons. I'm gonna ask you one question and you're just gonna just like
Sharp, sharp.
boom, boom,
Okay, okay,
boom.
okay.
So
Let's go, let's go,
okay,
let's go, let's
let me
go,
know when you're ready.
let's go.
Okay. What is one word for Romanian culture?
Beautiful,
Beautiful. Okay.
beautiful.
What is the hardest what is the hardest thing about relocating?
Trying to let people know you, you know. I'm sorry, I
Okay.
want to I want to elaborate on this because it's very, very important. It's a struggle for me. I've been used to people that already
Okay.
understand me, know me, love me, but I came to a new culture, a new environment, and I have to represent myself 100%. So they get to know that this guy is this, he can do this because they are full of assumptions. They are curious to know who you are,
Yeah.
what kind of person you are, and they will conclude on anything they see, anything you give them, even if it's not the right story about who you really are. It's not like where you're coming from childhood. Everybody knows, okay, you are this guy that can organize things, you're this guy that take care and reach out to your friends. Now you're in a new
Yeah.
environment, nobody knows you, nobody knows nothing about you. You need to live up to who you are so they can actually and give people chance to actually know who you are. You understand what I'm saying? It's the hardest part for me.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. What's one thing Romania has taught you?
Patience, patience, and the skill to smile even when you're angry with somebody.
Skill.
I, it's a skill. You need to learn it. You need to learn how to control anger very well. That it turns to productivity for you. It does not cause chaos and destroy what you're trying to build, but you harness your anger. You calm down. You know, you leave Nigeria and come to a more organized, not organized country where strength is not by speed. I've always believed that the real strength is hidden in patience. And Romania helped me prove
That's
this
true.
my ideology, real strength in patience. If you're quick to do woo, you think you're the strongest. No, that's not strength. It will lead you to the quickest fall, you know? So quick decisions, quick actions is foolishness. Real strength is patience. Romania has helped me realize that and understand that real strength is patience. You watch people think they're using you, fooling you, abusing you, ridiculing you, but you know that you're not stupid, but you have your plan. So you patiently follow up your plan till it's ready, and you execute. They are shocked. How did they do this? How can I do that? How can I do that?
Mm.
That's where strength is. Not when you talk and I can say, why you talk to me like I can talk back at you. What will happen? You'll be pissed. You fight me. It's your country. I cannot do much. Maybe I'm working for you and you're my
Yeah.
boss already. Maybe you were trying to make me work overtime or not paying me good. Like, okay, for example, the company that was paying me, I stepped in to start shouting in the office. Why don't you pay me? I'll call the police. I know my rights. They can do anything. They can accuse you for being violent. You'll be kicked out of the country without a dime.
Yeah.
Relax, calm down, think faster, think better. Some people make mistakes.
That's a good.
All these
That's a good
many, all these
advice.
many foreign workers, they make mistakes. They come out because they feel like they know their rights. They over know this right. Sometimes foolishness is not foolishness. It's patience. The fact that you kept quiet doesn't mean you're stupid. You understand the laws good enough so you know when to act.
So, what's the best thing about living in Romania?
I like the lifestyle. I like the lifestyle. I really like it. I like the people. I met real people in my life in Romania. I met very good people that I consider family in Romania. So I decided to coming to Romania is one thing. Decided to stay in Romania is another thing. I decided to stay in Romania because of how beautiful I found Romania to be. Share my fudge,
Share,
share
share
my
my
fudge. Oh.
fudge. Okay,
But the easiest way,
share
the
my
most common way
fudge.
they say it is share fudge. They don't need to put the share my fudge.
Share fudge.
Share fudge. They're saying how far?
That's
Is that saying how are you?
how
Like
far.
how far?
This is
How are you
Noah teaching
doing?
us a phrase in Romania.
Romania. Okay. And
Share.
in Nigeria, I'll use the same phrase. Bro, how far? Now, when I say how far in English language, it means like how far have you gone or something, but it actually means how are you in Nigerian language, in Nigerian slang. This is it for me.
Yes. Yeah. How far? Kilo Pop. What's good?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
So,
our own way of saying how far.
yeah,
But Noel, definitely. Thank you so much for coming on.
it was
This has
absolutely a
been very
pleasure.
resourceful, and I hope everyone that has come on to watch this, they get this information, this insight. What Noel has taught us is one, patience, perseverance, even with everything he's been through. You know, he's still standing, he's still smiling, he's still telling you that happiness is free. And, you know, wherever you are in the world, whether you're back home in Africa or wherever you are in Europe, you know, we want you to keep pushing you forward. His story tells you what resilience looks like. And you know, you can follow him on all his socials. We're gonna drop it here. He's here for advice. He's not an agent. So he can guide you and answer your questions, you know, as it relates to make sure that you don't fall into this pit hole. So from Nigerian traffic to Romanian winters, from a security uniform to having his own massage spa, Noah's journey does prove that relocation isn't just about leaving home, it's about building a new one. And I want every continental, you know, to drop your flag wherever you live. Let us know where you're watching from. And if this episode resonates with you, subscribe, like, let us know, comment, let us know where you're from. And as always, you know, we're going to be giving out our free airtime for the week. And like I said, once again, Noel, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
very
for
much for
stopping by. I
having
know
me.
we had
Thank
a
you
little
very much
bit
for
of
having me.
hiccups here and there, but
Thank
I
you
know
very much for
everybody's going
having
to
me.
be excited, especially now. Romania is on my map for sure.
Okay. You need to come
Definitely.
around, man. I would love to show you.
Yes, I am. I am definitely. That one is. I'm carrying the podcast everywhere, so you're gonna see me touch down Romania one day. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Peace out.